you can see, today we're back. And we're going to talk about the possible release date of The Crafting Dead, Season 13, Episode 10. Now, before I get started, let me just make one thing clear. I'm not sure if this is possible. I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen in The Crafting Dead final episode, but if you don't know, SGC Barbarian did tease like a trailer in of the Crafting Dead Season 13 final episode. And at the end of a trailer, it showed a scene with Ross, Dr. Ross, whatever you want to call him. I'm not sure, but... And there's this scene, on a rooftop. I'm not sure if it's, the CDC or the White House. I think it might be the White House again. I don't know. I believe the White House might come back. I believe the White House will indeed, appear in the Crafting Dead final episode. I believe the White House, the group will go back to the White House. That might happen. But, from episode 9, Lorenzo, that villain, I'm not sure if he's the leader of the Strangers. I think he might be. But only time will tell. And I'm going to talk about my theories, alright? About what may happen. So, judging by that, by the little sneak peeks. But hey, when whatever I'm about to say out of my mouth right now, when you're about to hear this, I'm not sure if this is confirmed to be in the actual final episode of The Crafting Dead. For all we know, it could have a different insane plot. But yeah. Here it goes. The Crafting Dead Season 13 Episode 10 starts off with at Lorenzo's camp. Nick escapes Lorenzo's camp, and I'm not sure. Lorenzo was not in the trailer. I don't know. My guess is, I believe Lorenzo, don't call me crazy here, but I believe Lorenzo and Nick, might became allies or something, but I don't believe that. I believe Lorenzo did get, killed off at the end of, in the beginning of The Crafting Dead, Season 13, Episode 10. I believe The Crafting Dead Season 13, Episode 10 will be a 1 hour or 2 hour, possibly 4 hour long movie, right around there. Maybe 3 hours, maybe 1 hour, who knows? But, because SGC Barbarian said, something along the lines saying that this was not, video he made on October 22nd, 2024 was not his last video. And he claimed that will be coming out soon. And he showed a sneak peek of it. So, what might happen is, I believe Season 13, Episode 10 is confirmed to be the last episode, the last video, from what he's talking about. I believe, it might happen. But the main question is, when is it coming out? Well, my estimates, it might come out maybe next month or the month after, who knows? I'm not sure. Maybe in December or January, right around there. Possibly December or November. I mean, we're getting close to the end of November. It's November 11th, but yeah. I mean, no, it's November, it was November 11th when Veterans Day happened, but Sorry, I said the calendar wrong. It's November, like 17th or 18th. I don't know. I need to check the calendar, guys. I did not check the calendar. Don't judge me, okay? But I believe The Crafting Dead might be like a 1 hour long movie. Like, not just an episode, but a full movie. And a big, great finale. Like a big series final. Like, I believe that might happen. And I believe Red, and judging by Red being captured, like, not captured, but judging by Nick being captured by Red, I believe that the Ghetto Gamer or whatever, might appear again in The Crafting Dead. I don't know, but I believe that might happen. I believe instead of Nick possibly taking on Red this time, I believe Ghetto might finally get his revenge. Like, I believe Red will die by getting killed by Ghetto. Now, I'm not sure if Ross will indeed die. I'm not sure. But it did show him on, like, the top of a rooftop. And it did show a walker on the top of a rooftop. So I believe that must, like, what Ross was standing on was another building in the city. I believe Ross and Nick's final battle might happen on that roof. I believe Nick might die right there. Like, I believe Nick might do what Sky did in, like, season 6, episode 10, and end up sacrificing himself to defeat Ross, like, destroying him once and for all. Or, I don't know, I believe, like, he could live as well, like, I'm not sure, but my guess is he might die. I believe he might die. I believe that Nick will either get bit by that walker, or he would, like, or he might, like, get killed by Ross. Either one. Because we did, like, see a image of Ross standing on a building, like, near the edge, like, looking like he was gonna turn around and say something to someone, like, looking like he suspected someone coming. And I believe that might be Nick. I believe since The Crafting Dead is near completion, who knows? I believe that might be the last fight. I believe that might be the last battle. I mean, SGC Barbarian, if you're watching this somehow, you need to release the Crafting Dead final episode. Like, come on. I want to see how it all ends. Like, I want to see if my theory could be correct, and I want to see if Ross does die in the final episode. Like, but if Ross somehow lives, I believe, like, what may happen is Ross may, similar to The Walking Dead Season 8, I believe Ross might get captured again, but this time, like, he will, like, be, like, end up becoming, like, Negan 2.0-ish. And when, like, he was the bad guy, like, I believe Ross might regret everything he's done. But I did see him with his head down, looking at someone at the end of a trailer. I mean, and I believe with the explosion, there was a big explosion in there. But what might happen is, I believe the big explosion might have been the explosion to defeat the strangers. Because I did see, like, some characters I never seen before, and I'm not sure, but I believe Jordan might come back. Yeah, Jordan might return. But the main question is, how will Ghetto react towards Jordan returning? I believe he'll be, like, really happy, but really shocked about how he survived all those years ago. Then we'll get a backstory about what happened to Jordan and all that. Then, yeah, they just run up and hug each other. Then Jordan helps get revenge on Red. And I believe either, like, if Jordan does somehow make it in this movie, final episode, I believe Jordan might be the one to take out Red. I really don't know, but I believe as Ghetto's about to shoot, Jordan might say that let him do it, and Ghetto gives him a gun, and or they both end up shooting Red. Like, and I believe, like, Ghetto might get, like, him, like, in the stomach or something, or the legs, who knows. And I believe Jordan might get the final blow on him. Like, but I believe Jordan might not give a final blow. I believe it might be Ghetto, but, or it might be both of them. Like, and I did see, like, I did see like that on the roof, that might have been, like, that might happen. I believe on the roof, Ross is probably, like, transforming. Or what if what he's standing on is, in fact, the White House? And what if he, like, injects himself with, like, a needle which turns him, like, I don't know, into a walker? I'm not sure. I believe that might not happen because the Walker and Ross do not look exactly the same. But stranger things have happened. So, yeah. I believe, but the main question is, when is the release date? Well, for my speculation, it might release on Christmas of 2024, but I'm not sure yet. It might even release on Thanksgiving, but I really hope it does release. I mean, I really hope SGC Barbarian sees this and finally, like, does not, like, hide the episode any longer, releases it and ends the series. The long-awaited final episode and the long-awaited sequel to episode 9. But I believe it might be called episode 10, like the big finale or the series final. Maybe, like, this is the end of a road. Or 7 years later, who knows? Like, or it might be a full movie. But that concludes my message. But yeah, hey, that's just a theory. A Crafting Dead theory. But yeah, I believe that might happen. I believe The Crafting Dead will end with Nick possibly dying as a hero. But yeah, that's just my theory. Stay tuned on more updates on The Crafting Dead.